Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerian home and proud to serve our sovereign fatherland.
Ohun àbájọrò kì í pẹ́ kú, ohun àṣepọ̀ nílẹ̀ yẹ, ẹ̀yìn ọ̀la wa ti dára o, àwa Èkìtì àti parapọ̀, ká parapọ̀ ká tún panú pọ̀, àwa Èkìtì àti gbòmìnira ọ̀kan làwa ṣe. Èkìtì tí gbòmìnira, Èkìtì tí gbòmìnira, àwa Èkìtì iwájú la ó máa lọ lágbára Ọlọ́run, àwa Èkìtì ọ̀kan ṣoṣo máa ní wá ó láéláé.
Let us pray. Almighty God, ruler of heaven and earth, we beseech thee to inspire and guide all our counsel and action, so that we may always walk in path of justice, love and charity to one another. Help us with thy grace to do only those things that will promote the unity, happiness and prosperity of Nigeria. So help us God. Amen. Let me welcome dear colleagues. I welcome you all to today's plenary session. Today, second day of December 2025. And as well aware that we have a crucial matter before us, particularly the screening of the commissioner nominees. As earlier transmitted to this house by the governor of the state, Governor Biobo Bayobo Yebanjo, even though we have other matters to discuss. But before we go into the business of the day, it is important for us to look into the votes and proceedings for Monday, December 1st, 2025, that is yesterday's proceedings on the floor of the House. And I'm going to take us through quickly, so I want us to go through the votes and proceedings. In case you have any comments, observations, kindly signify with the raise of hand. So I take us from page 1. Yes, Honorable Awoni Ejoko. I want to ask you to say the student members of the House. We will have taken by the law for the day. Mr. Speaker, I want to ask to the law abolish my name restriction. We will have taken by the law not back. Under the constitution of about 2, not by law, and not the only person representing the law. We should have access to number 2, not number 1. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for the observation. I believe the clerk is also taking note of that, most especially the leg officers, that you should arrange the name the way it should be. And not only that, there is no constituency called Moba. So that you have Moba 1 or Moba 2. And I believe Moba only is from Moba 2. So please ensure that that is corrected. And let us also correct it right there. Yes, page 2. page 2, page 3, page 4. And that is the last page. In the absence of no further observation, may I call on Honorable Babatunde Lawrence, okay, to move the motion for the adoption of these documents.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Dear colleagues, I wish to move the motion that the vote of the proceedings on Monday, December 1st, 2025 be adopted as a working document of this House. I so move.
Yes, Honorable Martins Ojo.
Honorable Speaker, sir, dear colleagues, my name is Honorable Abdullah Martins Ojo. I represent the good and the bad in the local constituency, the largest constituency in Ekiti State. I arise this morning to support the motion as soon by Lawrence Udo Badi.
That's Lawrence Udo, sir. Okay. Thank you.
That the votes and procedures for Monday, December 1st, 2025 to be accepted as working document of this House. So I second.
To be adopted, yes, I agree. Yeah, and that note I put the question that those in favor that these House do adopt the votes and proceedings for Monday, the 1st day of December 2025, press yes. And those against, press no. Well, let me just do the voice vote. If you are supposed to say aye, if you are against say no, the answer is. And I think media, we have to help the game. Once you know there is a sitting, I don't expect us to be having all these breaches. You must get everything said before the sitting commences. Now, clerk of the House, any message from the governor?
Speaker, sir, no message from the governor.
Any other message?
No other messages, sir.
Any public petition?
No public petition, sir.
Any matter of urgent public importance?
Speaker, sir, no matter of urgent public importance.
Any personal explanation?
No, sir.
Thank you. I call on the leader of the House to take us through the order of the day.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My dear colleagues, good morning. I'm Honorable Tolilo Koide, and I represent the people of Ekiti Southwest Constituency 2. Mr. Speaker, permit me to also welcome our visitors seated in the Hour Chamber, and particularly let me appreciate and identify with my leader, a former member of this Honorable House, Honorable Olowokere. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir, please. Right Honorable, I have the order paper for Tuesday, December 2, 2025 here with me, and on the order of the day, I have 5 items. Item 1 is the screening of commissioner nominees. A. Mr. Akintunde Oyebode. B. Right Honorable Taiwo Olatibosu Franklin. C. Professor Bolaji Aluko. D. Mr. Ajibolo Kolawale Kende. And item 2 is report of the ad hoc committee on a petition written by a local committee against Mr. Ayo the chairman of Oredo LCDA. And item 3 is further consideration of the report of the Committee on Public Service Matters, Establishment, Labor and Human Capital Development on the appeal against the implementation of the approval for reinstatement of disengaged staff for the State House of Assembly and the Committee of the Whole House. Item 4 is a motion on the urgent need for the establishment of a military presence in Ekiti to enhance security and prevent criminal infiltration, while item 5, which is the last item, is adjournment. Right on the speaker.
Before I take item 1, I would like leader of the house, can you confirm to me if we have all the CVs of the nominees slated for screening today? Because with what I have here, I only have for 3, and I know that we slated 3 nominees for screening. I mean 4 for screening, so I can only see 3.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We have 4 people slated for today. We have received 3. We have 1 in transit, and I believe we should
on transit. How do you know it's on transit?
That was the report.
You are tracking. Are you? So you are tracking.
That was the report. That was the message they sent.
We said yesterday, and I think I made myself so clear that the CVs must get to us before the close of business of yesterday. So if you are now telling me that it's on transit now, that is not acceptable to me, and it's not acceptable to this house. So we will stand down. Who is the person self? We are going to stand.
That's items 1B. Right Honorable Taiwo Latubosun.
We will stand that down till another date. And those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. So we are going to take 3 that are available for today, and then we will reschedule Right Honorable Latubosun for another day. Thank you. Now, dear colleagues, as we are all aware that the governor has transmitted the list of commissioner nominees to this house for screening and also for confirmation, because it's a two-way thing. There is a difference between to screen and it's another leg to confirm. But I believe that before you can confirm, you must have screened to know the person that you are working on to confirm. And looking at the list, there is no doubt that every name contained on that list are people that have already been screened earlier by this house, confirmed by this house, and who had also worked in the capacity as commissioner in this state. I think what makes the job easier, all we need from them, to me, is even not their certificate anymore, because we've seen that. What we need from them is for them to tell us what they have done and their relationship, even with the house, in the course of 2 years or thereabout that they spent as commissioner. I'm talking about at least if all the names that we have seen are commissioners that are earlier served and was screened by this house. I believe that the job is easy because it's on us as people representing the people to also ensure that people that will be saddled with the responsibility of administering the resources of the state. Don't forget that here again, very soon, you will also approve the estimate. Yesterday, you just approved a supplementary budget. And these are the people that will sit on that supplementary budget, expend it on behalf of the people of Ekiti State, and they must be people who can also sit to give account of their stewardship, to say, yes, truly, we can serve. Ekiti people are also looking for people who can serve them well, who can deliver. I believe that is exactly what we will do. So this will just form my own remark for this exercise. It's on that note that I call on the leader of the house to bring in the first
person on the list. So you can.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
And to the Ghanaians, please, I don't want any noise.
Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to move the motion that this House admits the following commissioner nominees to be seen and to be heard. That's Mr. Akintunde Oyebode, one after the other, I'm sorry. Mr. Akintunde Oyebode, Right Honorable Taiwo Olatuboso Franklin. Step down. Mr. Akintunde Oyebode, Professor Bolaji Aluko, and Mr. Ajobewe Kolawole Kehinde. Right Honorable Speaker, I so move.
Yes, Honorable Johnson Oyekola Bode Adeoye.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. My distinguished colleagues, I rise to second the motion ably moved by the leader of the House. The commissioner nominees has now for today be admitted and the screening commences.
One after the other.
Thank you, sir. One after the other.
Thank you very much. If you are in support that this House do admit the commissioner nominees in person of Mr. Akintunde Oyebode, Professor Bolaji Aluko, and Mr. Ajobewe Kolawole to be admitted to this House, not only to be seen, but to be heard for their screening. One after the other, say aye. Aye. And those against say nay. The ayes have it. Now you can bring in Mr. Akintunde Oyebode. Thank you very much, Leader of the House.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My dear colleagues, we have before us the number one commissioner nominee, Mr. Akintunde Oyebode. Mr. Speaker, I hand him over to you.
Well, thank you very much. You have his CV, no doubt, all members. We will allow Mr. Akintunde Oyebode just briefly introduce yourself so that we will be very certain that the person before us is same Akin Oyebode that we all know and that we are expecting to appear before this House for his screening for the third time before this House.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and honorable members. There are many Akin Oyebode, so I need to clarify which one you are speaking with. So my name is Akintunde Oyebode from Idemo Quarters in Ikole local government area. Until August 2025, I had the privilege of being Commissioner of Finance in Ekiti State and also the chair of the Forum of Finance Commissioners of Nigeria. Before that, I was Commissioner of Finance as well as special investment trade. My public sector experience is a decade. I had the privilege of setting up the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund under Governor Akin Omeambode. And again, I had the privilege of setting up the Ekiti State Development and Investment Promotion Agency under Dr. John Kayode Fayemi, and then had the privilege of being a two-time Commissioner of Finance. Before that, I had a career in banking, most recently at Standard Bank, where I had the privilege of leading the SME banking business, not just in but across West Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Dear colleagues, here is Mr. Akintunde Oyebode, a commissioner nominee. And I know that probably you might ask one or two things, either to say or to ask. So I call on Honorable Temitope Ademola Longe.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Longe Temitope Ademola, and I represent the good people of Oyo Constituency 1, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise before you with profound respect this morning to speak to the Commissioner nominee before us. Sorry, before I forget, let me use this opportunity to welcome our leaders here present. Our leaders here present will greet you. Honorable Lokere, Oga Ajaja, and Egbon. You're welcome to this Alo Chamber. Mr. Speaker, without fear of equivocation, this is about the third time that Mr. Akin Oyebode is coming to be screened in this assembly. And we have seen his works in this state, especially his support for the government of Ekiti State previously and even now. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I want to say that the commissioner nominee before us has done well in supporting the government of Ekiti State, and I want you, all of us, to, without wasting time, expeditiously also approve his nomination as a commissioner in this state. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. If I can get you clearly, all you have said is that you have attested to the character of this commissioner nominee, and that you have also mentioned that this commissioner nominee has contributed immensely and positively to the growth and development of this state. In a nutshell, you have said that this commissioner nominee standing before us, that in his time, in all the offices that he has occupied in this state, he has used that office and he has been an addition and not a liability, but an asset. If I can hear you clearly, that is exactly what you have said. And that you are also asking members of this house, without wasting time, expeditiously, that we should just even confirm, but we'll wait to the end when confirmation will be done. However, I will take orders. I have listened to you, but I don't want to muscle any voice here today. Honorable Babatunde Lawrence Idowu, it's your turn to speak. But please, let's make it short because of others who are waiting.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Distinguished colleagues of Ekiti State House of Assembly, I am Honorable Tunde Idowu. I represent Ikere Constituency 2. Mr. Speaker, I want to congratulate you, and I congratulate myself as well to have this man standing before us again here in this Alo Chamber. Mr. Speaker, without missing word, I want to confirm to you, as he has said in his brief introduction, that this man standing before us is the brain behind economic intelligentsia of Ekiti State development. Yes, sir. Mr. Speaker, we don't need to bother ourselves or to disturb this man. Where he was during the government of our father, John Kayode Fayemi, he has rightly mentioned he was the brain behind the rapid development. And I want to tell you, Mr. Speaker, it is one thing to know someone through his resume. It's another thing to have seen someone performed. Speaker, I am not a lawyer. I will have used those law jargons that used to tell us that facts speak for itself. What do we need again? Do we need to bother this man? The 2 months that he was not around in the state has created a vacuum that we are still battling with. We need him urgently. Mr. Speaker, that is why we don't need to waste time than to go straight and confirm him, because already we need him. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Tunde Idowu, I can see how important this commissioner is, not just to you, really, from what you have said. It seems the yearnings of the people on the street of Ekiti, we are the grassroots. We represent the people, and we can hear their voices. We are on social media. We are everywhere. What you are saying is actually in tandem with what people are saying on the street of Ekiti State. That this particular commissioner nominee, that is, if I can hear you clearly, is a man that Ekiti State people are yearning to have because of his contribution in this state. And right from day one of his involvement in government in Ekiti State. And that we cannot avoid to miss him because of what he has done, particularly. It seems, Mr. Kitidoro Oyebode, rather than screening, to me, it seems today is your testimonial. And that's exactly what I am saying here. And so I agree that whatever a man sow, he will reap. And no doubt, thank you for making yourself an asset to your state. Honorable Ogushakin, I will take everybody that wants to speak. Don't worry.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I am Oladele Ogushakin. I represent the good people of Ekiti East Constituency 1. I would like to lay my voice with the other speakers who have mentioned one or two good things about the Honorable Commissioner in front of us today. Is one of the commissioners that we can be proud of in Ekiti State. Because personally, when a man is working for the state and is also using his own personal money to touch the life of the youth in sports, as from last year, even up to this year, you can see Akin Oyebode football team growing up talented youth across the state. Also in H section, he built ultra-modern facility in Ikole for the people with special needs. These are the kind of people we want in this government, somebody who can also support the goodwill of the government. I would want my honorable colleagues to enjoy them today to please give him an accelerated passing so that he can get back to his work. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Even though there was a little distraction from the leader of the house, but I heard everything you said. Not just that on the performance of his duty, but his personality in touching the life of people, youth, particularly in the area of sport. And that's where, like Honorable Tudedo was trying to say, it's a case of Reps Ipsa Loquitur. That is what you are about to say the other time. That fact actually speaks for itself. I know that. But it's also clear. In law, we say, Nemo da called non abet. No man can give what you don't have. So he has shown that he has that in him. And whatever you give is what you have. Whatever you see him doing, to me, is what he has. And I must say, see, like I said, Honorable Babatunde, okay, because of time, just make your statement. Because I know it's a statement, not a question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Dear colleagues, I am Honorable Babatunde Oke, representing Ikere Constituency 1. Mr. Speaker, it is not because Mr. King Oyebode is coming for screening in this Alosheba for the third time or maybe second time. It is because of what we have seen during his stay in the office. Mr. Speaker,
to first timer like you is coming for the second time.
For the second
but
time.
But to the ranking member of this house, they know he's coming for the third time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I can say that it is one thing for our wonderful and hardworking governor to have beautiful ideas, but it's another thing for the governor to have someone to manage the finances of the state. So I can say that our governor and the people of Ekiti State is blessed to have Mr. Akin Oyebode to manage the finances of this state at this critical time. It is a blessing to this state. Mr. Speaker, my colleagues have said a lot of things about his personality, what he has been able to do outside his duty as a commissioner. The fact speaks for itself. We can see how people have come today to show solidarity, to tell us that Ekiti people is yearning, is waiting for him to return back to his duty. So I can say, Mr. Speaker, that the shared prosperity agenda that we are enjoying in this state, thanks to Mr. Governor for giving us Mr. Akin Oyebode to manage the finances of this state. We are blessed, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Babatunde Lawrence, for that contribution, and it's to the effect that the governor must be appreciated for taking time to find this man. He found actually a round peg in a round hole. And that what you have also said is that not just that Mr. Governor made a right choice when he appointed him, even right from Dr. John Cowde's Firemeans administration. But having appointed him, the man in question, Akin Oyebode, is also a man that understood the vision of his appointor clearly. And not just that, it's a different thing for you to understand, it's another thing for you to work and make sure that that vision becomes a reality. What you are also saying in essence that the shared prosperity agenda of Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji administration, one of the people that has ensured that this become a reality is Mr. Akintunde Oyebode, who is standing before us this morning. That, of course, a good tree will always produce good results. And we can see that the man here is a good tree. You will know that what we are doing here today, it's an unusual one. We don't do this for people. But I think that is exactly what you are doing. It is never our character. It is never what we do here. But because of your person, but because of your personality. And you can see that in a way, I am also descending to the arena. Because I can hear what my people are saying. I can hear what my colleagues are saying. And I must also reinforce what they are saying for clarity, for people to understand. This is not how we do it. But because of your person, because of what you stand for, we can see it, and I believe that people cherish your candor, people cherish your intelligence, people cherish your character, your humility, and that is exactly what we are doing. On that note, I call on Honorable Babatunde Faweku.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues. I am Babatunde Abiodun Faweku. I represent Idosi Constituency 1. I want to make some comment about the man standing before us, Mr. Akintunde Oyebode. He's a well-known man amongst us. He is diligent in his duties, and he has performed optimally well. And he is just like you, Mr. Speaker. We can call him to Mr. Capacity. He has the capacity to deliver on every job he has been given. And that endeared him to us in this house, where we made him the 27th member of this house. Who he had. And I want to say that putting him on stand there is putting ourselves on stand, because we have already honored him, honorary 27th member. So, as a mark of honor, Mr. Speaker, I would say before any other person, we clear Mr. Akintunde Oyebode as a commissioner. I want to make that point that we clear him immediately.
That's a motion.
Thank you.
That's a motion.
Thank you.
Let me first of all let me have a seconder to that motion, that after this screening today here, we also confirm the appointment, they confirm the nomination of Honorable Akintunde Oyebode. So since there is a motion, I need a seconder. Let me go, that is from the north. Let me go either central or south. Yes, Honorable, I said north, let your hand go down. And it's either south or the, all right. I just point to you, stand up if I have pointed to you. Okay, Honorable just Oyekola for the Adoye. It's a motion, and I must.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Our distinguished guests, our distinguished honorable members, our respected commissioner nominee standing before the House, who we should properly address as Agba Akintunde Oyebode. I rise, Mr. Speaker, to second the motion ably moved by my colleague, Honorable Abiodun Fawekun, that this House should on this day screen and confirm the nominee standing before us. Agba Akintunde Oyebode,
yes,
as the substantive commissioner for finance.
No, not of finance, it's not in the list. As a commissioner designate now.
Yeah, as a commissioner designate. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Those in favor that this House not just do the screening today, but also confirm the nomination of Mr. Akintunde Oyebode as a commissioner designate. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. So after this screening, we will proceed to the confirmation of Mr. Akintunde Oyebode immediately. This is not how we do it, but because it is said in the Holy Scripture, seest thou a man that is diligent in his business, he will stand before king, and not just before me men. And he also says in the Holy Scripture that the gift of a man will always make a way for him. So if there is a way for you that your confirmation is done today, knows that your gift, not just the gift, but that you have used your gift positively for the benefit of the people of Ekiti State. And also note this, your relationship with this House also speaks, because that is important. There has never been any time where I've invited you to come and give your account of stewardship. You will come here and everything, your account of stewardship, you are not one of them that will come here and just want to bully. Some come here to show that they are whatever they call themselves. But for you, humility, you have displayed on the floor of this House. There has never been any question put to you that you have not answered. And that is why members are not ready to ask you questions today. Because every question that you needed to answer, you have answered it even before now. So I take more comments and then, yes, Honorable Joseph Oyekola Bode, I am coming back. Don't worry, I'm coming to you. I will take everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My distinguished honorable members, our respected leaders in the House, Mr. Speaker, as we have all resolved to give a special treatment to the honorary 27th member of this assembly, who on this occasion will be seen and also has already been heard. It is good to let Ekiti know why we are doing it in this format. And it is on that I will speak on few parameters that I believe we have used to measure his performance while he was in office. Because our duty as House of Assembly does not stop after confirmation of nominees. Their work, their duties, the discharge of their duties is under the legislative oversight of this House. which we have on several occasions carried out, particularly with reference to the nominee standing before us, Agbakin Akitunde Oyebode. Mr. Speaker, number one thing that speaks to the ability of a public officer to discharge his duty is character. And we cannot attest to the character, the impeccable character of Agbakin Akitunde Oyebode. And Mr. Speaker, I want to say, with my little experience in Ekiti state government, I have not seen any other commissioner of finance that is so effective and efficient as Agbakin Akitunde Oyebode, who has gone beyond the shores of Ekiti to use his influence, to use his connection, to use his friendship to bring down resources to help the finances of Ekiti State in terms of influencing external finance and bringing down all these international development partners to Ekiti State. It's an opportunity today to tell him to his face that Ekiti people appreciate, and Ekiti people are actually seeing all that you have done, all your contribution for the development of Ekiti State. Mr. Speaker, beyond all this, the nominee standing before us has done the extra by fulfilling what in the corporate world is called corporate social responsibility. Sometimes ago, we were all in a calling to see his contribution to his immediate community, to the educational sector, and to the development of young talent in Ekole. He built a modern education facility and donated it to the community. This is what we are always, this is one of the things we clamor for. Ability of public officer to give back to the community. He's not one of those bam bam nimoyo. He has been very compassionate with his people. And lastly, I must also mention his loyalty to the political party upon which platform the government he has served emerged. And we know in different quarters how he has been instrumental to successes of our struggles in the time past and up to now. So it's an opportunity to appreciate you and to let it know why this House of Assembly is handling your screening and confirmation in this manner we have done. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Johnson Yokola Bodiadwe. Let me say this in a way that exactly what you have done also is that if this House has the power to oversight, we monitor, we oversight, we appropriate. One of it is oversighting. When you oversight, that means you can evaluate. And when you evaluate, you should be able to rate. And I think that is exactly what you are doing here today. You have had opportunity to oversight him as Commissioner for Finance in this state. And in your duty as a body that oversights, you have seen him and you have evaluated him. Is that not what you are saying? And having evaluated his performance, you can now rate him. And from what I have seen, I have discovered that you have rated him A+ in the performance of his duty in this state. And that is what you have just said. So let me call Alaja, Honorable Aliaja Miriam Ogunlade. Meanwhile, it doesn't matter if you have seen the other way, also mention. It's important. Because don't say because others are going this way, I too much. If you have seen anything, say it and let it be known. So, Honorable Alhaja Miriam Abimbola Ogunlade, it's a turn.
I want to, at this point, add my voice to welcome our leaders who are here this morning to solidarize and support our own dear brother, the commissioner nominee. Mr. Akintunde Oyebode is a gentleman to the core. He knows his onions. He is competent and never ready to meet the needs of other people in needs, particularly in the areas of sports. He is a lover of sports. He supports sports with the youth in Ekiti State. It is on this note that I want to add my voice to those who have suggested that his nomination and screening and confirmation should be accelerated. Please, Mr. Speaker, sir, can I suggest that the confirmation of our man, Mr. Akintunde Oyebode, be given accelerated consideration?
It's already a motion that has been.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
I so support the motion.
No, yeah,
thank you,
of
sir.
course, prayer has been made and the vote has already, so it's confirmed. That one is already done already.
Thank you,
Definitely
sir.
we'll do that. I take so that I don't want to move far. Just pass the mic to the man sitting beside you, Honorable Oluwayomi Ebenezer Ayorinde.
Right, Honorable Speaker, esteemed colleagues, I am Honorable Yomi Ayorinde. I say good morning to all of you, and I say good morning to our distinguished leaders from Idosi, Ekiti Southwest, and other places. A lot has been said about...
Well, let me help you. The man seated there was one of the first members of this house. That is Honorable Nelson Omotayo.
Honorable Omotayo,
yes.
You are welcome, sir.
And of course, First Assembly.
Honorable Ajaja and Honorable Lowo Kiri.
And the Third Assembly.
Yeah.
So I think they are sitting in that order. First, second, third. Thank you.
I hope we are safe. A lot has been said about this, our friend, and hardly can anyone say anything new. But, Right Honorable Speaker, I sit through your benevolence on the committee.
How do you feel? Don't talk yet. Honorable Christiana Abimbola Sholanke.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Honorable Abimbola Sholanke, representing the great people of Momba Constituency 1. I join my voice with those of my colleagues who have spoken before me to say good afternoon to our elders that are here this afternoon. Well, what can I say about Mr. Akintunde Oyebode? A responsive and responsible person. I can describe him as a selfless human being. Someone that will always prioritize other people above himself. And whatever accolade each person in this room has given him today, I think we are all speaking from the heart. We are not just playing a lip service, but we are speaking from our perception of the commissioner nominee before us. Unfortunately, I will not be allowed to sing a song. I will have sing a song for him this afternoon, but I won't be allowed to do that. I can only but wish him the very best. The result of hard work is more hard work. And I know that we will still, get the best from Mr. Akintunde Oyebode in this dispensation, and it will not disappoint us. Thank you, and God bless you. because I'm emotional right now.
Well, thank you. So what you are saying in essence that we have to get him back so that we can get more of him to deliver more. Honorable Bosede Olowokere, please permit me to allow everybody to speak today. I don't do this on a good day, but this is a rare one, and we must allow it. Honorable Bosede Olowokere.
Thank you, the Right Honorable Speaker. I'm Honorable Bose Olowokere. I'm representing a special republic, that is Efon Republic, a republic that is existing within the state, so special. This afternoon, permit me to welcome the senior colleagues that are here with us today. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, distinguished honorable members. I rise this afternoon to just join my voice with my colleagues who have spoken about the commissioner nominee before us. The man that I normally refer to as the 27th honorable member of this honorable house, because of his closeness to us, because he's always there for us. But it's not just because of that today. The man standing before us today is a financial guru. He's a successful investor, a committed man, a man who has been able to define his former office very well. He was the former commissioner for finance. He was so committed. His impact was felt during his tenure then. Of course, if you listen to what honorable members have been, the testimony that have been given about him today, you will agree with us. If outside there, many people have been calling, asking, honorable member, are you sure Mr. Akinwuyebode is among the commissioner nominees sent to the House of Assembly? And I told them, just be patient today. You should be able to answer that question correctly. Meaning that it is not only us, Ekiti people, that have witnessed, that have seen his performances, are willing for him to return to that office. If we are to be speaking about him from today till tomorrow morning, we will continue to speak of his good character, good performances in the office, his commitment, and his contribution to the growth of our dear state. At this junction, sir, I want to join my voice with my people. It's not only that we'll continue with the screening or this or that, but I want to suggest that a good man, a committed man, we should just allow him to take bow and go. Because we are sure that confirming his nomination will bring additional development to the growth of our dear state. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Well, I agree with you that you have to take a bow at a point and go. But I think what you are doing to him is even more important than taking a bow and go. There cannot be a better thing, honor done to a man than what we are witnessing here today. Better than a lot of people who want to come here, take a bow and go, because they will even want us to do that because they know that if we are to open our mouth to talk, it might be something else. But today, this honor is being done not just because of his closeness alone, but because of his personality, his character, his credibility, his integrity, his hard working, his resourcefulness. That is what we are doing. What we are doing here today. Well, let me just take Honorable Femi Akindele. I'm coming to you, Honorable Tony Adaramodu. Then the last 2 years, I'm going to take. Oh, yes, I will take everybody. No problem.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. My name is Honorable Femi Olanrewaju Akindele. I represent the entire celestial and terrestrial bodies of Rep. Federal Constituency 1. Right Honorable Speaker, let me join you and your colleagues to greet our seniors. You are welcome to your home. And I want to appreciate you for gracing this occasion. Right Honorable Speaker, like you said the other time, in accordance with Proverbs 22:29, that if a man is diligent in his work, he will stand before kings and not before men. Agba Akin Oyebode today is standing before the honorable members. Not just standing before the honorable members, standing before the entire Ekiti, standing before the entire world. And I want the whole world to know and note this today, that what this man has come to do in Ekiti State is a form of sacrifice. I know him, I know his pedigree. He's a global acclaimed financial guru. If this man has offered to come and serve in Ekiti State, I think he deserves more than what he's getting. And that's why we are giving you this accolade. That's Honorable Speaker and dear colleagues, you know that we are not praise singers. We don't patronize anybody in this house, no matter how high you are. But we say it the way it is.
We call a spade a spade.
Yes, that's Honorable Speaker.
And not farming implements.
That's why we are putting before you your dossier. We are placing before you your testament. We are placing before you your report card. That's why even when I was coming in this morning, I was elated. I was happy. I was even proud to be identified with this man. Because when I saw the mammoth crowd outside with placard, people that came from home to come and support this man with less than 18 hours notice, they came in their numbers.
I was surprised to see that level of crowd. I was surprised because when I was coming in, I thought there was a protest on the assembly, and only to know that all of them came just because of one man. I wish our cameraman can even show what is happening outside, but please, this is plenary, don't go. I'm just saying that just because of one man, they all came. And I saw the inscription, thanking Mr. Governor for bringing back Agba Akin Oyebode. I saw the inscriptions on those banners, praising Mr. Governor for allowing Agba Akin Oyebode to come back. I can see all of them from Sport Council also saying, thank God that Agba Akin is returning to office. I also asked myself, how many people will, after leaving office, people will still be happy that they are coming back to that same office? I can see a lot of people out there, civil servants, artisans, the rest of them out there. Also, praise singing. Whatever we are doing here is actually fitting to what people actually want out there. We all saw it when we were coming in. To me, less than 18 hours information notice. And this could happen. And I know that everything you have seen outside, not to his knowledge. I am very certain of that because as at last night, he was still thinking darkly whether he will come or not because of his busy schedule. But I told him the house have already said he must come. And that is why he's here this morning. And for us to have seen what we have seen out there is even a testimony on his own. It's a lot. It means a lot to us in this house and to everybody that is holding one position of authority or the other, that we should learn from it. Please go ahead. Thank you.
God bless you, Right Honorable Speaker. Dear colleagues, permit me to say this in Yoruba. When I saw them, I had goose pimples all over my body because for them to have come all out in their numbers to come and support this man today, it means a lot to me, and it's a lesson and a message to every other person in the state. Whatever capacity you have been called upon to come and serve, this is a clear message to everybody. Let me permit me to say this. I've adopted all the submissions of by my honorable members. Mr. Speaker, this man, apart from being a global acclaimed financial guru, he has brought himself down to the level of common man on the streets. The feelers I have from Ikole, the feelers I have from that area, and even indeed the entire Ekiti State, it's a testament on its own that this man has related well with the downtrodden. He has never, that's why the fact that he's whining and dining with the high and mighty, at the same time, this man has connected with his roots. Thank you, Mr. Akin. Thank you for doing this. We can always wish you well and pray for you in your future endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me just, because of time now, I have to rush. Honorable Tony Adaramodu. Then after that, Martin Sademola Ojo. Then Honorable Idowu Odebumi. And the last man, okay. Honorable Wuni, I have not called you. Okay, please, 2 minutes now. Thank you. Yes.
Right, Honorable Speaker, dear colleagues.
I am not going to interject anymore. After your own goes to Martins Ojo. After Martins Ojo goes to Idowodebumi. After Idowodebumi, Honorable Awoniyi. After Awoniyi, Lydia. Iyabo Fakunle Okeme, Barrister Princess. And then the man from Ikole will be the last person to speak. And no other. Leader of the House, you are the last person that will speak. Don't worry. Please go ahead.
Right, Honorable Speaker, dear colleagues, my name is Honorable Tony Kende Adaramudu, representing the good people of Southwest Constituency 1. Our leaders, I say good afternoon. We're supposed to be doing screening today, but to me, it's more than screening. We are giving a man of integrity and accolades, which he rightly deserves. Mr. Akin Oyebode is a very, very upright man, a man of high integrity. If he sees you, he will not underrate you. I was opportune to be in Ikole some months back when we went to commission some projects he built. The love they showed him, the love the KBAC showed him, the love the people showed him, the love the chief showed him, shows that he's a great man. Tọ́mọ ẹni bá dára, ó yẹ ká wí. Mr. Akin Oyebode is a good man. And for what we are seeing today is because of how he has portrayed himself. Many people are happy that he was recalled back. And I'm sure he has been doing a lot to the state. And I'm very sure he's going to do more. Mr. Akin Oyebode, we are thanking you. We are saying sky is the limit. I'm sure you have a lot of commitment elsewhere, but you still choose to come to Ekiti, of your fatherland. Dear colleagues, without wasting time.
Thank you. I say thank you.
Dear colleagues, Right Honorable Speaker, without wasting time, we have to confirm him and let him just start his
Definitely, we are going to do that. Thank you very much, Honorable Matthews Ademola Ojo. So time. I'm going to summarize everything at the end of the day.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Just let me go straight to my word. Agbake, you are a very good man.
Let me ask you, Agbake, you are a very good man. Is it the good people of Ijebu that is speaking or the bad people of Ijebu that is speaking?
Both.
All of them.
Both,
all right.
Yes.
Now even the bad people recognizes Agbake. Go ahead.
So Agbake, you are a very good man. You are embodies of kindness, integrity, trustworthy person. You are a supportive to Ekiti State government. There is no doubt about it. We all see it. I have. This is my 6 years in this hallowed chamber. I have never witnessed any screening like this. So I start to be quoted anywhere. So this
you are very correct. I can attest to that. Yes, this is the first time we'll be witnessing this type of screening.
Yes. So it shows to your character. Just keep it up. Continue to be who you are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Idowodebumi, straight off, please.
The capacity speaking speaker of Ekiti State House of Assembly, distinguished honorable colleagues, I still remain my humble self, Honorable Comrade Idowodebumi, representing the good people of Oye Constituency 2. Mr. Speaker, let me join my colleagues to welcome the good people of Ikole local government
and the sport lovers in Ekiti State, which happen to be one of my constituency that I belong to. Mr. Speaker, if you are not informed, you will be deformed. What we fail to appreciate, we surely depreciate. Today we are appreciating a man whom through his productive life has turned a village to a city. And by appreciating him, I will just borrow from the word of the Latin, res ipsa liquitor, by just touching some few things that the world are rejoicing about our brother. To me, I call him father. I'm sorry for that, but I call him father because he has been my mentor for so many years.
It's one of the languages by the comrades in the NAS. Father, I understand what you are saying.
Thank you very much.
Some people might not be able to relate, but I can relate very well. Go ahead.
Touching that, I want to appreciate him for the ongoing development work in Ikole Stadium. I want to appreciate him for his philanthropy in the area of sports, especially today we are celebrating Ekiti United for their performance in the ongoing NLO, courtesy of his efforts. Let me just stop in that. Also, if any of us has passed through Oluyemi Kayode Stadium, we will see rapid reconstruction, remodeling going on in Oluyemi Kayode Stadium, courtesy of his efforts, his inputs. Mr. Speaker, I also want to talk on something that is very significant to economy of Ekiti State. Ekiti State Development and Investment Promotion Agency, EDIPA, that we are having knowledge that bring about Ekiti knowledge zone that we are having in Ekiti State. If you look at it critically, you will know the economic benefit of that place that we are having today. And that single bill is being drafted, led by our own brother here. The drafting of the bill, private bill sent to this house, is led by our home man, Honorable Akintunde Oyebode. Also, the first inclusive school in Ikole Ekiti, the first, which has shown its love for the less privileged. It has shown how...
Please, hold on, please. Those of you at the back, I think you have to be very mindful. You are in the chamber. If you think you cannot, if you can't maintain your silence, you can go out. Or else I will ask the Secretary to force you out of this place. And know that if I say they should force you out, you are going to our guard room.
When you look at this school, you will see that the school will bring ability in disability. That is service to God through humanity, which is one of the greatest service ever in the race of human being. Mr. Speaker, to cap it all, yesterday after our plenary, I received a call from an unknown person thanking Ekiti State for what he has personally, the person received from Honorable Akintunde. The person did not know him, did not have interface with him. He told me, I don't know him too, that he secured an admission to United Kingdom, having raised some little fund, remaining orders to balance it all. And without knowing this man, he only forwarded the details and everything that has to do with his traveling. And Mr. Akintunde genuinely, without saying, I want to see you or query him, ask for his account, and the next thing he received is the balance up of his school fees throughout the program, master degree. Tell me, if you have people like him, sir, the issue of insecurity will reduce drastically, because he's mentoring people instead of allowing youth to be on the streets, constituting nuisance to the state. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of Oye Constituency 2, seen and unseen people, we want to appreciate Honorable Akintunde for taking up this clarion call to come and serve Ekiti State once again. Despite the economic situation in the world, is putting Ekiti State on the right toes. We
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much. And I call on the Honorable Jacob or Pa Jacob Awoniyi.
The Right Honorable Speaker, sir.
And after that, I am going to take Honorable Princess Lydia.
Distinguished Honorable members of the House. Our very senior colleagues that are with us here this morning or this afternoon, I say good afternoon to every one of us here. I'm Honorable Jacob Adeyemi Awoniyi. I'm representing Member Constituency 2. I want to say that I'm exceedingly happy to have the opportunity of having Mr. Akin Oyebode before me this afternoon. Mr. Speaker, it is only, the Yoruba people will say that it is only when we want to downsize or ridicule a person that we will say that somebody will say that he has just seen an elephant. I mean, he has just seen a small, when we want to downsize an elephant, people will say, I've just seen something like an elephant going somewhere just a minute ago. When we see an elephant, let us say
it in Yoruba.
It is, I'm still coming to the Yoruba version.
All right.
So it is when we see an elephant, let the whole world know that we have seen an elephant. Tá a bá fẹ́ pẹ́ gàjànàkú là á sọ wípé borí kìíní ọ̀hún fìrí. Tá a bá rérin ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ wípé
àrérin. Ẹ pa mí. When I say Pa Jacob the other time, now you understand it's Pa Jacob.
You see, Mr. Akin Oyebode, I would say is a very good choice to Ekiti State. Mr. Governor had made a very good and solid choice, appointing Mr. Akin Oyebode as one of the commissioner nominees. Mr. Akin Oyebode is a very hardworking, very reliable, very dedicated, and a cheerful giver. I want to let us know here that Mr. Akin Oyebode has not limited himself to Ekiti, to Ikole local government alone. I know I can say openly here that Mr. Akin Oyebode has sent me almost about 2 times to my people in my local government. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, because of our time, if we continue to talk, we'll continue to talk till evening. Mr. Akin Oyebode is not only a good choice to Ekiti State alone, but even to Nigeria as a whole. So, I want to say that the confirmation, because we are no longer screening Mr. Akin Oyebode, it has gone beyond screening now. So the confirmation of Mr. Akin Oyebode should be done with the needed acceleration. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Jacob Awoyemi. Yes, Honorable Iyabo Fakunle Okeme.
The Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Stephen Adeoye Aribasoye, and our distinguished honorable colleagues in the House, our senior colleagues that are here, good afternoon. My name is Honorable Barrister Iyabo Fakunle Okeme, and I represent the good people of Ilejemeje constituency. Well, I came in when the discussion was already on, but nevertheless, we still like to add my voice to everything that I met while I came in. The first thing I would like to say about our dear honorable brother nominee is that he is a very positive role model to the youths. He has been that, and he is still continuing to be that. Any serious, forward-looking youth in Ekiti State can easily learn from him and want to be like him. He is one of our people that has excelled himself in every, I can say almost every sphere. Is a good family man from a very good background, and when he was given an opportunity to serve his people, he did it meritoriously. It's unlike some youths that will bring shame onto their people. He has excelled. And I want to also agree with people that have spoken before me that Ekiti State is lucky to have him. And I'm particularly happy that Mr. Governor is bringing him back on board. Because when he left, so many people were dejected. But he's back and we are happy.
Thank you.
Another area that I will talk about is about his philanthropic gestures, especially to the less privileged. The Holy Book says in the book of Luke 6:33 that if you only do good to those who can repay you, you have not done anything. One hallmark of genuine philanthropy is when you do it, when you don't expect anything in return. And for this, Mr. Akeoyebode, I commend you. Thank you for giving hope to the hopeless. I used to be senior special assistant on social welfare, and I know what people go through. So I really, really appreciate you for that kind gesture and for spending so much to put smiles on people's faces. And lastly, apart from his work in the executive, he's also a very good party man. Every December, we share his rice in my local government.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I know that you have done well, and I know that you continue to do well. The sky is
Thank you very
the
much.
starting point for
That's
you.
okay. Thank you.
Higher.
Grateful. Yes, and I love the dimension you brought into it, Honorable Keme, when you said that because there is a new dimension, there is a model to the youth, which is very important. A role model, how a youth should be, and that other youth should learn from him, from his character, from his hard work, from his integrity, from his resourcefulness. You have just mentioned that, and I love that dimension. And that when you say allow youth, is a typical example what a youth can offer. Is a typical example that leadership, once you give a youth a chance, that you can get results. And we have seen that through him, in him, and from him. So, on that note, let me call the man from the best local government in Ekiti State. I mean, yeah. You can understand now. Everything you have been talking about today is about a man from a local government and from Ikole local government. So I call on the member representing the Ikole Constituency 1 to speak on behalf of Ikole 1 and 2.
Thank you, the Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Stephen Adeoye Aribasoye. My distinguished colleagues, let me also join others to recognize our leaders here. Mr. Speaker, permit me to recognize and welcome people from Ikole that are present here. Mr. Speaker, we have representatives from Ward 1 to 12 in the Ikole government that came to. Mr. Speaker, we have the chairman of the Ikole local government present here in this Ivonalo chamber. Yes, sir. And we have the chairman of the Ikole West, FCDA. We have secretary of the Ikole local government, secretary of Ikole West, and we have so many of our leaders here that came simply because of this man.
I can also see some advisors from the local government.
From the local government.
The one representing Ward 8. I can see all of them around.
Yes, sir.
So if you don't know, let me also tell you that I can see so many of them.
Yes, sir. Even Honorable Nelson Omotayo is here simply because of our brother here. Mr. Speaker, what shall I say again? My colleague has said it all. I just want to tell you that this is the man that I called my leader, my benefactor, and whom I am loyal to 100%. Mr. Speaker, I want to tell you that this man came to Ikole local government and changed the narrative of our election. Before he came to Ikole, we had 500 vote difference. 2018, Mr. Speaker, you can check. APC led Ikole led PDP with 500. But when he came, he said we have to change this narrative. In the last election, Ikole came second, courtesy of Agbaki Oyebode. Mr. Speaker, I want to tell you that this man has done enough in Ikole. If you go to Ikole, go to our stadium and see what is going on in our stadium now. If you go to Elekole Palace, I just have to be sentimental about this. Go to Elekole Palace and see what Agbake Oyebode is doing there. Go to Idemo and see what he's doing. You can go to anywhere in Ikole. Mr. Speaker, this man has touched every houses in Ikole local government. Monthly, we touch every houses in Ikole local government. I can tell you that having him back is a joy to Ikole local government. We are all happy to have him back. And we are saying thank you to Mr. Governor, because I want to tell you, sir, Mr. Speaker, Agbake Oyebode is important to Ikole, and everybody must know that Ikole does not joke with Akin Oyebode. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Femi Fatola, and thank you every member who has spoken. Now, the leader of the House. I am not calling you to represent the Southwest. I call you as the leader of the House to speak as the leader of the House.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, and my dear colleagues. Wow, it's actually a task to pick words from all that has been said. My colleagues have really done super justice to the person and personality of Mr. Akintunde Oyebode. Mr. Akintunde Oyebode, he has really distinguished himself, and I'm very proud of him. I'm proud to be associated with him, and I'm proud to say that we have someone like you from Ekiti State. You are such a blessing to the state. You have served in the state, and I know that it's out of compulsion for most of the service that you have rendered. I know if you look at your fora, your horizon, if you look at your projection in the private world, you know definitely it's a lot of sacrifice to come and serve as a commissioner in Ekiti State. And I want to let you know that this whole house appreciates this sacrifice. And we are grateful that you are giving us this encouragement to also improve ourselves. Honorable Keme has said the other time that you are a source for the youth to look up to and distinguish themselves in all they have done. Mr. Speaker, I want to pick your word from yesterday. You said the nominees need to reiterate, they should present to this house what their achievement has been during their stint in service during the last 2 years, and also their response, their respect, and their relationship with this honorable house, and actually show why this house needs to confirm them for,
of course, which is why that is for them to also show justification.
Yes, justification
why they should be reappointed.
Why they should be reappointed.
That's just it.
And given all that has been said, I think all has conformed with your pronouncement yesterday. And on behalf of all my colleagues and members of this house, I want to align in total with their submissions and the motion and the existing prayer for a speedy confirmation. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Well, thank you very much, everyone who has spoken. Before I make my final statement here, Mr. Akintunde Oyebode, what will be your response?
Right Honorable Speaker, esteemed House of Assembly, I think for me, it's first to give gratitude to the Almighty for what I have experienced here today. For once, I think I'm lost for words. I don't know how to respond or react appropriately. But I can only thank God for His grace, for His mercy, for enablement, for the ability to receive this kind of feedback in person. But also to thank my family, my wife and kids, who continue to support and inspire me, because without them, there won't be this testimonial. And of course, to thank Mr. Governor for entrusting me to be a part of his team, not just once, but the second time. And with that, to thank our party, the All Progressives Congress, because without the party, there is no government. And without that party, there will not be a platform to demonstrate whatever we can do to advance the cause of our people. And also my staff and colleagues. I see people I've worked with previously here, and I thank them most sincerely. Permanent secretaries, directors, officers, drivers, assistants, photographers, everybody. Everybody has a significant role. You see the outcome in me as one person, but that outcome has very little to do with me. It has a lot more to do with the collective, and the joy and the pleasure and the privilege of working with excellent professionals. And I often say that the civil service in Ekiti State is comparable to any across the country and indeed across the world. And so this is as much for me as it is for the excellent people who make all these things happen. And to thank my leaders who have come, despite my own protestations that there was no need for it. My leaders from Ikole, the sports community, who I am happy to be associated with. But finally, and most importantly, Mr. Speaker and members, it is to thank you, Mr. Speaker and members, for this privilege and this honor. It is something I'll take in my heart for the rest of my life. I am most grateful, most thankful, and most humble for what I consider this undeserved recognition and honor. I cannot verbally express how I feel, but God who sees my heart will bless you, thank you, and keep you. Thank you most sincerely.
Well, thank you very much. Let me quickly appreciate the presence of Honorable Nelson Omotayo, a member, what do you call them again? Pioneer member of this honorable house. He was first elected to represent the good people of Ikole Constituency 1 in the year 1999 to 2003 as a member. And also followed by Honorable Ajaja, who was also a member of this house in the second section between 2003 and also 2007. And followed by Honorable Dr. Abiola Olowo-Okere, a member of this house in the third parliament between 2007 and 2011, who is also the just past immediate Salah, that is Special Advisor on Legislative Affairs to Mr. Governor. Before I forget, Mr. Honorable Ajaja is also the Sasala Senior, is that correct? Senior Special Assistant to Mr. Governor on Legislative Affairs. Dear colleagues, we have all spoken. I don't want to say we have listened. We have all spoken, attested to the person, character of the commissioner nominee standing before us. We are going to do two things now. One, unusual again, what we don't do before. We ask this commissioner nominee to take a bow and stay, instead of take a bow and go for a reason. So, Mr. Akitudo Oyebode, take a bow and stay. And you can now sit. You have concluded your screening, so you can allow him to sit. Sergeant Atan, get him a chair. Take a bow and stay. But not for screening anymore, so you can witness. And we are going to give you this honor. You will witness your own confirmation right inside this house. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. It's on that note, I call, let me say, from the oversight function conducted by members of this house and the report I got from them, it is clear that when Akitude Oyebode was the commissioner of finance in this state before his sabbatical leave, was able to lead a capital raising activities of over $200 million for various infrastructure projects in Ekiti State. When he served, before he went on a break, he was able to achieve budget performance of over 90% between 2021 and 2022. Akitunde Oyebode, when he was a commissioner, that is before that break, he was able to take Ekiti State from 18th position to, 12th position of 36 to 4th position in the Fiscal Transparency, Accountability, Sustainability Program in Nigeria. Akitunde Oyebode was able to achieve Treasury single account compliance of over 90% from 4%. On that note, even if just for this, let's even leave every other thing that I mentioned. May I call on the leader of the House to move a motion for the confirmation of Honorable Akitunde. Yes, I have used Honorable. You made him the 27th honorary 27th member. Honorable Akitunde Oyebode, move a motion for his confirmation as a commissioner designate now. Thank you.
Thank you, right, Speaker, and my dear colleagues. Right Utolu Lokoige, this Southwest Constituency 2, by the grace of God, the leader of this honorable house. Right, Speaker, we have screened Commissioner nominee Mr. Akitunde Oyebode, and we have had reasons to be assured of his performance. And in view of this, I want to move the motion that this house confirms Mr. Akitunde Oyebode as firm, fit to serve as the commissioner in Ekiti State. I so move.
Well, thank you very much. If South have put the motion, North must be the one to second this motion. And if you are not from the North, if your hand is up, he's just up there. So I call that man from Ekiti North. So that man from Ekiti North, leaving others out, okay. Ekiti North. Sometimes when you preside, you can be so confused and see what to do. I have said man, but every honorable member are considered to be men. On that note, I call on Honorable Christian Abimbola Sholanke.
Right, Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues. My name once again is Honorable Abimbola Sholanke, member representing Moba Constituency 1. I rise this afternoon to support the motion moved by the leader of business of this house that Honorable Akitunde Oyebode be confirmed as commissioner designate. I so second. Thank you.
On that note, this time around, electronic voting. No, so that everybody will know. It's going to be electronic voting. I put the question that those in favor that the nomination of Mr. Akitunde Oyebode be confirmed as a commissioner in Ekiti State. If you are in support, press yes. But if you are against, press no. It's working. You can go ahead. I am not going to vote. So my vote is not part of it, don't worry. But if there is a tie, I will vote. Well, 18 people voted, and from what I have seen, we are 19. We are 19, but I said I am not going to vote unless there is a tie. And since there is no tie, there is no need for casting votes. 18 people voted, 18 said yes. Nobody abstained, and nobody said no. It's a vote of yes, and the yes have it. On that note, I pronounce Mr. Akitude Oyebode's nomination confirmed. The transmission will be done after all administrative work has been concluded. Thank you very much. Now, you can now take a bow and go. Thank you very much. Dear colleagues, as it's been said, that when you are becoming 40 years and above, you must always learn to stretch your body. This house will stand down for 5 minutes. 5 minutes stand down. Thank you.
Projecting the laws, promoting the oversight, capturing accountabilities, showing impacts and inputs. EKHATV, the eyes have it. Projecting the laws, promoting the oversight, capturing accountabilities, showing impacts and inputs. EKHATV, the eyes have it.
If you're supposed to say aye, if you're against say nay, the ayes have it.
The Governor of Ekiti State, Mr. Biodun Oyebanji, has assured that his administration will further increase the speed of progress in the 2 remaining years ahead. Presenting his second State of the State address at the State House of Assembly, Oyebanji noted the strides his administration has recorded in upgrading the Ekiti economy despite all odds and ensuring investment promotion. He highlighted progress made in driving the education and health sectors to a pride of place, ensuring welfare of workers and pensioners, promoting agriculture, and ensuring security, law, and order are upheld, among other milestones recorded.
We will continue to work with our security partners to ensure that no gaps are allowed and continuous improvement is entrenched. Governance derives its force from law and its compass from sound policies. Mr. Speaker, I would like to thank the leadership of the honorable members of the Ekiti State Assembly for being worthy and reliable partners in this regard.
Earlier in his remarks, the Speaker, Right Honorable Adeoye Aribasoye, said that the legislature has interlocked effectively with the executive in actualizing the mandate of the administration.
In these past 2 years, the synergy between the Ekiti State House of Assembly, affectionately known as the 7th Assembly, and the executive arm led by Mr. Governor has been nothing short of exemplary. Together, we have worked diligently to realize the core mandates encapsulated within the 6 pillars of Mr. Governor's administration. This partnership has fostered significant achievements in business and economic reforms, fiscal responsibility, probity, and accountability.
In this house, we are the representative of the people, and I deem it necessary for us to move a motion, that I will move a motion, that the social contract that Ekiti people signed with Mr. Governor should be renewed to extend beyond 2026 to 2030.
Lawmakers took turns to analyze the successes and gains of the first 2 years of the regime. Babajide Agbeyo for EKHATV.
Suppose say aye. If you're against say nay, the ayes have it.
Unveiling the new Ekiti State House of Assembly website, your hub of details. Here, you have access to all you need to know about legislators and legislations in Ekiti State. Special features, This website gives you access to bills brought up, plus laws and resolutions passed by the Assembly. The website also links to EKHA TV and the live streaming of our plenary sessions on YouTube and other handles. It has the feedback window feature, which allows Ekiti people and visitors on the website to report urgent happenings and misconduct around their location or constituency. This can be sent as an audio recording for a start. Other Cogent's features: have your public petitions submitted through the website to the appropriate offices. Bills and laws passed made available for public to read only. Database and profile of members of the current and previous assemblies made available to enable quick check at a glance. The news and publications of the House up for public access. Link created for people and organizations to schedule and book appointments to visit the House of Assembly. For these and more, log on to www.hoa.ek.gov.ng. Who can beat this? EKHA, first and best in e-parliament integration.
If you're supposed to say aye, if you're against say nay, the ayes have it.
Stakeholders in Ekiti State have discussed modalities for flood and erosion control ahead of predictions and warnings issued recently by Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET. They converged at the State House of Assembly for a public hearing on flood prevention and erosion control organized by the joint committees of the House.
We have the belief that we have to scale up our activities, even though Hado remained the focal point in line with the prediction of NIMET. We again got additional approval from Mr. Governor recently to scale up our activity to another 7 local governments.
When they fall 6 solid hours, the people here can bear 2 vehicles. There will be flooding. And then, in order to prevent damages of life and property, we saw the role the governor played. The governor brought excavator.
The stakeholders who applauded government efforts towards checking flood-related disasters called for more enlightenment, strict compliance with environmental laws, and relevant punishment for defaulters.
Make sure in your environment you treat nature the way you want nature to respond to you. Because climate change is a thing that has come to stay with us. None of us can escape it. None of us. The global temperature today as of this morning is 1.5 degrees. And it is anticipated to rise to 3.5 degrees in the next few years. And if this will happen, that means we are in for it.
Lawmakers in attendance emphasized the need for residents to understand the negative impact of flood and other disasters as they commended proactive actions by the state government. Glory Amadife, reporting for EKHA TV.
Suppose say aye. If you're against say nay, the ayes have it.
The Ekiti State House of Assembly has highlighted the need for the police and other security outfits to go beyond reactionary approach by getting proactive in checking serious crimes in the state. This followed a motion of urgent public importance moved by the lawmaker representing Emure constituency, Honorable Mariam Ogunlade, over worrisome cases of abduction happening within her constituency.
There is need for government to work closely with traditional rulers, community leaders, and residents to foster a culture of peace and cooperation in Emure and other towns in the state. The traditional rulers and religious bodies should organize community vigilante groups and other local security initiatives to complement the effort of former security agencies.
The Assembly Speaker and other members emphasized the need to address whatever laws preventing the bearing of arms by the Amotekun Security Network and related outfits in the interest of the welfare and adequate security of the Ekiti masses.
Where is the spirit of federalism if we cannot even engage our own local police, if we cannot engage our own people to secure our land, then what is federalism? I think it is right time for us to rise to the occasion.
The lawmakers affirmed that every legislative possibility will be explored to ensure the welfare and security of the people take priority as a primary objective of government. Glory Amadife, reporting for EKHA TV.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next goodwill message will come from the Conference of Speakers of State Assemblies. The forum is represented by Right Honorable Adeoye Aribasoye, Speaker, Ekiti State. Let's put our hands together for the representative of Conference of Speakers of State Assemblies, Right Honorable Adeoye Aribasoye, for his goodwill message.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the Senate President, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Your Excellency, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, members of House of Representatives, my dear colleagues, the speakers of various state houses of assembly in Nigeria and members of House of Assembly in Nigeria, please, I think at this juncture, let me maintain the already established protocol. I mean, the one that is rightly established. Distinguished guests, it is with heartfelt honor and a profound sense of purpose that I stand before you today, representing the Conference of Speakers of State Legislatures of Nigeria at this pivotal international legislative dialogue on women and constitutional amendment in Nigeria. I extend warm greetings and solidarity from the state houses of assembly across our great federation. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the House of Representatives Committee on the Review of the Constitution for convening this vital engagement. Your unwavering commitment to fostering inclusive governance in Nigeria is commendable. I also wish to acknowledge the invaluable support from the Policy and Legal Advocacy Center, PLAC, and the European Union, which highlights our shared vision of empowering women and promoting their political inclusion. Today's dialogue transcends mere conversation. It is a clarion call to action, a powerful platform where legislatures, civil society, and stakeholders unite to confront the entrenched challenge of gender disparity in Nigeria politics. Despite our collective efforts over the years, the statistics remain disheartening. Only 4 women serve in the Senate, that is out of 109, and a mere 16 out of 360 in the House of Representatives. And to make the matter worse, 55 out of 990 in the state houses of assembly in Nigeria, representing 5.5%. This stark underrepresentation is not just a statistic. It is a reflection of systemic barriers that we must dismantle with urgency and resolve. Thank you. I must also say that whatever I'm reading represents the opinion of 990 members of the state houses of assembly in Nigeria. This gathering is an opportunity, a chance to right historical wrongs and pave the way for a more equitable political landscape
by advocating for specific amendments to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we can create pathways for women's leadership. Central to our mission are proposals for temporary special mayors, including gender quotas, reserved seats, and political party quotas. These mayors, already in place in countries such as South Africa and Rwanda, have proven effective in transforming political representation for women. And we must seriously consider how we can adapt them to our context in Nigeria. The state houses of assembly play a pivotal role in this constitutional review process. And I believe that it is important for us to know that we are collaborators. But today, I can say that that is not also showing in the arrangement. I look at the program, Conference of Speakers, I think it's just by insertion now. Even the city arrangement, the Chairman Conference of Speakers has no place. And I think we must understand that it is important that we are an important partner, and that must reflect in whatever we are doing. As representatives of the grassroots, we are closest to the people, and our legislative endorsement is critical in actualizing any amendment to the Constitution. The 1999 Constitution mandates that at least 2/3 of the state houses of assembly must ratify any proposed amendment. Therefore, our commitment is essential for driving the change that women in Nigeria so rightly deserve. I assure you, and when I say hi, I mean the 990 members of the state houses of assembly in Nigeria, that the Conference of Speakers is fully committed to ensuring that this dialogue translates into actionable and concrete results. We will continue to work with the National Assembly, but National Assembly must be ready to work with us also, and other stakeholders, to amplify the voices of women and support the necessary amendments that will pave the way for greater political inclusion. Let me close by saying, and please, if I say I'm closing, you know, I'm a lawyer. I may have another conclusion. Let us remember that enhancing women's political participation transcends the mere legal obligation. It is a profound opportunity to empower half of our population to contribute meaningfully to our nation's development. When women excel in leadership, our entire country flourishes. To conclude, thank you for your attention, and I eagerly anticipate our productive discussion that will lead to transformative outcomes for women in Nigeria. Together, let us make this vision a reality. Thank you all.
Why are the women so excited this morning? Can we give him another round of applause, please? Thank you so much. Thank you. Once again, would like to very specially thank, that was the representative of the Conference of Speakers of State Legislatures and the Speaker of the Ekiti State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Stephen Adeoye Aribasoye. Thank you very much. Thank you. Would like to thank you. Thank you. And also very quickly this morning, Your Excellencies, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite the next person who will be giving a goodwill message here this morning. And please, very warmly, please permit me at this point as I recognize and welcome the representative of the Forum of National Women Leaders of Political Parties. Will be represented by Amina Darasimi Ibrahim. Please, can we give a round of applause as she comes on stage? Can we give her a round of applause, please? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Projecting the laws, promoting the oversight, capturing accountabilities, showing impacts and inputs. EKHA TV, the eyes have it. projecting the laws, promoting the oversight, capturing accountabilities, showing impacts and inputs. EKHA TV, the eyes have it.
If you're supposed to say hi, if you're against saying the high service.
The Governor of Ekiti State, Mr. Biodun Oyebanji, has assured that his administration will further increase the speed of progress in the 2 remaining years ahead. Presenting his second State of the State address at the State House of Assembly, Oyebanji noted the strides his administration has recorded in upgrading the Ekiti economy despite all odds and ensuring investment promotion. He highlighted progress made in driving the education and health sectors to a pride of place, ensuring welfare of workers and pensioners, promoting agriculture, and ensuring security, law, and order are upheld, among other milestones recorded.
We will continue to work with our security partners to ensure that no gaps are allowed and continuous improvement is entrenched. Governance derives its force from law and its compass from sound policies. Mr. Speaker, I would like to thank the leadership of the honorable members of the Ekiti State House of Assembly for being worthy and reliable partners in this regard.
Earlier in his remarks, the Speaker, Right Honorable Adeoye Aribasoye, said that the legislature has interlocked effectively with the executive in actualizing the mandate of the administration.
In these past 2 years, the synergy between the Ekiti State House of Assembly, affectionately known as the 7th Assembly, and the executive arm led by Mr. Governor has been nothing short of exemplary. Together, we have worked diligently to realize the core mandates encapsulated within the 6 pillars of Mr. Governor's administration. This partnership has fostered significant achievements in business and economic reforms, fiscal responsibility, probity, and accountability.
In this house, we are the representative of the people, and I deem it necessary for us to move a motion, that I will move a motion, that the social contract that Ekiti people signed with Mr. Governor should be renewed to extend beyond 2026 to 2030.
Dear colleagues, welcome back. Leader of the House,
Yeah,
what's next?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My dear colleagues, the next person,
Professor Bolaji Aluko.
Right Honorable Speaker, I think we sat down, so we need to revert back to plenary.
Once I enter, you bring it back. It's not emotional. Take it up. Thank you.
Professor Bolaji Aluko, Right Honorable Speaker.
Professor Bolaji, Sergeant, I'm bringing Professor Bolaji Aluko. Yes. Leader of the House.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My dear colleagues, we have before us this morning a commissioner nominee, Professor Bolaji Aluko. Right Honorable Speaker, I hand it over to you.
Thank you very much. Really, I know that Professor Bolaji Aluko, if it's the same person that I know, has appeared before this House, at least this should be about the third or fourth time, and has also been screened before this House. I'm equally aware that he was there to present his account of stewardship. Not only that he presented his account of stewardship, he followed every other officers under his ministry before this House. But let's hear whether it's the same Professor Bolaji Aluko. Can we meet you, sir?
Honorable Speaker.
And sorry, I also need to make this known, particularly for those who are following us online, that this is just a temporary arrangement, the chamber we are using. This is not our main chamber. Our main chamber is undergoing reconstruction. And the little glitches we have, particularly in the area of media, is as a result of the ongoing renovation. And a little palliative work was done here just to ensure that we have this sitting. So bear with us if there are any glitches at all. So, Professor Bolaji Aluko, can we meet you?
Honorable Speaker.
It's working.
Members of the honorable members of this House of Assembly, and those who are watching us far and beyond. My name is Mobolaji Ebenezer Aluko, PhD, FNSC. I say FNSC because just yesterday I became a fellow of the National Society of Engineers. I have before you a copy of what was asked for me to give to you. 6-page detailed CV and a 4-page note of my achievements so far. I do not know how you want me to do it, but I'm prepared to speak on the note of my service in the Ministry of Infrastructure and Public Utilities since the last time I came. You are rescreening me today. I do not know what ministry I will be assigned to, whether Women Affairs or whatever. but I wish to let you know what I've done in the ministry that you have assigned me to from December, which the governor assigned me to, from December 14th, from December 14th, 2022 to August 10th of 2025. Under the current Governor Abiodun Abayomi Oyebanji administration, I was privileged to serve in the Ministry of Infrastructure and Public Utilities as special advisor from Wednesday, December 14, 2022, and Honorable Commissioner from midday, Tuesday, August 29, 2023, to midnight, Sunday, August 10th, 2025. This short note should be taken as a quick summary of my verifiable achievements thereat. On Thursday, October 16, 2025, in this very, in the state of the state address, in this very hallowed chamber, the governor made the following remarks about various policies, programs, projects, and outcomes involving my ministry and the 6 MDAs under it. That is the Electricity Board, the Regulatory Bureau, the Water Corporation, the Water Regulatory Agency, the Small Town and Rural Agency, and the Transmission Corporation of Nigeria project. He made those remarks under 2 pillars of infrastructure and industrialization and governance as follows. Under infrastructure and industrialization, he said, infrastructure development has been a major focus of our administration from day one, and I'm glad to report that we have made various progress in this respect. We have pursued an aggressive infrastructural development across power, transport, and urban development. Power is that area under which my ministry works. In the power infrastructure, he said, we appreciate the reality that without the availability of power infrastructures, there can be no sustainable private sector businesses that can generate employment. It is for this reason that we have made investments in electricity infrastructure as a priority. Apart from the reconnection of many communities which have been without electricity for nearly 15 years, some of those communities that you represent, to be on the national grid, we have invested in independent power project, which is powering critical government buildings, thus paving the way for daily megawatt supply from the Disco to Ekiti electricity consumers to increase. As part of the efforts to resolve the long challenge of electricity regulations and fair business deal, we established the Ekiti State Electricity Regulatory Bureau, which is charged with the responsibility of regulating the power sector in Ekiti across the streams. Through this, there's ongoing massive house metering scheme, which our government is driving. We negotiated affordable meters and licensed some meter providers to supply communities. This has significantly helped to reduce issues of overbilling, energy theft, and waste, in addition to thousands of houses being metered. In anticipation of the energy need of the state to support the upsurge of investment presence in the state, we are currently undertaking expansion projects in the electricity transmission infrastructure. This is part of the efforts to ensure that the state has better capacity to receive more power supply from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. We are currently working in conjunction with Sustainable Power and Irrigation in Nigeria, SPIN, in constructing 2 × 60 MVA transmission stations in Ikere, Ijesha-Ishu, and Ilupeju. Some of you represent those towns, respectively. To ensure prompt delivery of the project, we have paid compensation, almost 500 million naira, to those affected by the right of way. Additionally, work is ongoing on the expansion of 132 kV lines to enhance system capacity for the transmission and distribution of power in Ekiti State. One of the challenges facing power supply is the issue of lack of transformers. So far, we have responded to requests for transformers from hundreds of communities. I want to assure all the communities who have made similar requests that we will soon attend to their requests. I also thank the National Assembly members who have assisted their constituents in this regard. When it came to environment, water, sanitation, and management, he said, and I quote, "As an administration in tune with international best practices and aligning local needs with global commitments, we have demonstrated a keen interest in environmental sustainability and combating climate change. To this end, we have undertaken dredging and desiltation activities to mitigate the impact of funding. The channeling of waterways, the dredging of rivers across all the local government areas, and desiltation of the culverts and channels have contributed to the absence of flooding and overflows that usually confront our state during heavy raining season. We're also achieving remarkable progress in water supply and sanitation, leading to Ekiti's recognition as one of the best performing states in the Sustainable Urban and Water Supply, Sanitation and Hygiene Soil Wash Program. In the course of the year, we constructed, upgraded, and rehabilitated 122 water and sanitation and hygiene facilities in schools, health centers in the state, and rehabilitated 121 boreholes across the state. Notably, we have awarded the contract for the construction of 3 mini water schemes in Oduoja, Ikere, Inyi, Ikogosi, Eriginyo. Again, some of you represent these towns. Efforts are ongoing to restore water supply at a raw dam at Eniko, while the federal government is currently undertaking a study of Itakpaji Dam. In our effort to make hygiene and clean water available in the rural areas, you will recall that this assembly passed the Ekiti State Water and Sanitation Regulatory Agency bill last year. The establishment of the agency has brought about improvement in the institutional capacity to regulate the sector. We have established a state-of-the-art drinking water quality lab in Ado-Ekiti and procured 10 modern testing equipment, kits, and consumables. Within the year, 107 water quality tests have been conducted on 242 water service providers. This is made possible because of the institutional framework, equipment, and technical capacity that we have facilitated. Unquote. Mr. Speaker, sir, members of this House of Assembly, I report to the governor. He is my principal. He has been my principal for the past 3 years. So I pray that you adopt his statements as my modest and verifiable achievements during this same period, with strong support both from him and from this House of Assembly, both in budgeting and oversight, particularly from the House Committee on Infrastructure and Public Utilities. I see my chairman, Honorable Femi Akindele, who is here, with members, Honorable Salako, who I heard, Sholanke, Ayoride, Awoniyi, Jamiu, and Adaramodu. I will, however, touch briefly on 3 areas: electricity, water, and service. Electricity. In the area of power, communities have continued to have more access to electricity during the past 3 years through the provision of transformers and power lines of 33 kV and 11 kV levels, as well as thousands of government-negotiated affordable meters. The Independent Power Project, IPP, started under the Fayemi II administration and launched in November 2023 under the present Bao administration, and provided privately by Fairchurch Power Limited, has entered its 24th month of over 24/7 95% uptime electricity provision to the government house, to the secretariat, and to Exuth. I'm sure those of you in the secretariat here have been part of that enjoyment.
That's what we are using.
That's what we're using. We promised to almost double that particular IPP power availability within the next 12 months with more gas and solar energy, and more crucially, to provide access to non-governmental citizens within Ado-Ekiti. I might add here that while the electricity power allocated to Ekiti State under the national grid through the DISCO system remains abysmally inadequate at 17 megawatts average level, however, is abysmally small under that level. However, we will not abandon the national grid. We are part of the ecumen of this country. We will not abandon the national grid, and have in fact keyed in with huge compensation right-of-way outlay into the TCN federal project that will increase our 33 kV lines by about 50 kilometers from Ikere through Ijesha-Ishu to Ilupeju, and almost triple our 33 kV power transformer capacity from 140 MVA to 380 MVA, with a switching station at Ikere and 2 new power stations at Ijesha-Ishu and Ilupeju to relieve omission jano at those power stations. Realizing that none of this will sustainably solve Ekiti's power problems, the state is taking full advantage of the recently devolved national electricity supply industry to subnationals. This effort is being led by our new Ekiti State Regulatory Board, and Ekiti State remains one of the leaders in ensuring that we take full advantage of the Electricity Act of 2023 and the amendments of 2023. We, however, emphasize that going forward, we intend to increase the in-state generation capacity, including increasing our present IPP capacity, as I've already stated, as well as enabling new IPPs across the state. That is, megawatt-scale Fenchurch-like IPPs, especially around our dams, as well as over 20, 50 to 100 kWp scale distributed power isolated/integrated mini-grids and integrated electricity distribution networks. Or at least 7 private developers are working hard with us, with various funding agencies and communities around the state, to deliver more in-state power within the next 24 months. In fact, within the next 3 to 6 months, a few of them will get both REA and other funding to work with various communities for additional in-state power. The SPIN program that has been mentioned also promises to deliver 4 megawatt power from the long-delayed Ogbese multi-purpose hydro dam in the not-too-distant future. Let me talk about power. Power with respect to water. With respect to water, MIPU has taken its comprehensive water resources mission seriously. In fact, MIPU is considered the Ministry of Water Resources of Ekiti State. Many other states have their own Ministry of Water Resources. Some of them have their own Ministry of Energy and so on. But water resources and energy have been consolidated into the infrastructure and public utilities in Ekiti State. So with respect to water, MIPU has taken its comprehensive water resources mission seriously beyond just potable water by leading the EXCO-approved Ekiti State Integrated Water Resources Management Committee, which brings together under one discussion umbrella over 15 agencies that have anything at all to do with our water resources in the state. This is because one project in one area, for example, dredging somewhere, might affect our dams, while, for example, the digging of roads in one area for repairs might affect our water pipelines. So it has been necessary to bring a lot of these agencies together, and we talk every other month to knock heads as to ensure that anything that has to do with water discussed under this umbrella. With respect specifically to potable water, Saltwash remains our flagship project, under which the Small Town and Regulatory Agency has facilitated the establishment and resuscitation of hundreds of boreholes and water schemes in countless communities. Some of these projects have been monitored by both EXCO members as well as some members of the Assembly. New major schemes in Ikera, Erinjiyan, Ikogosi have also been awarded, and the contracts have actually commenced. We are actually very keen on ensuring that the large water body that has been flowing for quite some time in Ikere, or Georgia really, becomes well harnessed. Adequate electricity, however, remains the major challenge in the provision of urban water in our homes' pipes. And this has been addressed headlong by plans for IPP provision in these major dams. And these are the dams in Ero, Egbe, Itakwaji, and Ureje. We are fully aware, very fully aware, that until adequate water is delivered to our homes via pipes, many of our citizens in this state will remain unhappy and dissatisfied with all our water efforts. Let me talk about fire, because fire also is is under our umbrella. Finally, with regard to our fire service, under governance, the governor made a passing remark as follows, and I quote, "The state has responded to cases of natural disaster that affected our people in the course of the year. So far, the sum of 91 million naira and some change has been paid to victims of fire and other disasters," unquote. However, our aim in the ministry and under fire is to consistently reduce what government has to pay out to citizens by reducing the number of fire incidences. I've been one of those who told the fire that I'm not keen on you quenching fires. I'm more keen on you preventing fires, because we do not have enough fire engines, we do not have enough fire stations. It's best for us to reduce the fire incidents. And that is by wide sensitization of citizens to prevent fires, involvement of private fire services for sensitization and monitoring purpose, cooperation between federal and state fire services, as well as a quick response time of our fire service. We are happy to inform you that were we to give awards, our fire services will be given the most improved MDA, at least under MIPU. Its effectiveness to respond rapidly to fire calls has improved tremendously due to the enormous financial and moral support of the governor under the past 3 years, due to the professionalism of the firefighters themselves, as well as the keen supervision of the immediate past permanent secretary of MIPU, Engineer Olumide Ajayi, who very recently retired from the service on November 28, 2025, after 33 years. He's from Ileje-Meje local government, by the way, Ijesha Modu in particular. After 33 years of meritorious service, of which the last 6 years were spent as MIPU's PS. In fact, the MIPU increased significantly, influence increased significantly under him. So I please ask you to join me in wishing him well in his retirement years. In conclusion, I commend the above comments to this Ekiti House of Assembly, Mr. Speaker, as all work that I have superintended under the period in question, as you screen me for the second time for service to this great state. I look forward to your favorable disposition in order to continue my work under this administration. And with that, I thank you.
So, very much. You are not just a professor, you have actually professed. Well, I am, dear colleagues, here is Professor Mobolaji Aluko, who has also told you what he has done and what is expected of him You recall yesterday, my directive was that their CV should contain a brief summary of their achievements, because all of them were former commissioners. And I believe that is exactly what he has done. We only allow him to read it so that people will know. But in case you still have anything to say or questions to ask, I will take you now. Honorable Odebumi Idowu.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues. Let me first of all, our own prof, the lecturer, the Allo Chamber, the prof, sir. I want to appreciate you for what you are doing for Ekiti State. Despite your age, you are still and current, the energy is there, and you are up to date in the area of 21st century world development information. One of the things I want to salute you also about is your communication gap. I notice it many times. I've inboxed you or call you concerning certain area that has to do with your ministry, and you always, some that you don't have answer for, you send number of the director in charge. We have many of those ministry that they will play nonchalant. Some will form that they are in ESCO meeting and they will not respond. But you always, even the one you miss, you call. I salute you despite your age. Thank you for the IPP you are talking about and all the areas of Mr. Governor revolution in electrification, especially on IPP. I expected the coming in of IPP to have a positive effect on other people, you know, thereby reduce the number of megawatts, the number of units that we are consuming in Ekiti State. IPP ought to reduce it on BDC, but we did not see the effects in town. When you look at this, almost all the states in Southwest, we are still lacking behind in the area of electricity. And I want you to tell us what are the lasting solutions aside, because when you mention of the ongoing project in Ikere, Lukeju, my own constituency, and Ekole, but getting to that place is only fence that we're having there. Only the place is only fenced with security man mounting the place. I don't know what the security is even mounting. Maybe they should not come and encroach the land. So I want you to tell us what level of, are you talking, is the project going to be a long-time project that will take 10 or 20 years? Or what level of expedition are you giving?
I think it's well understood.
Yes.
Another question?
Yeah, the last question. We have pole and wire, but in Itapa they used to remove the unit whenever they're having light. The light don't used to get to Omujelu because they normally the worker Benin electricity staff used to remove the unit, the leg that is supplied that place. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Honorable Latif Oluwole Akanle, representing Ekiti East 2. Prof, you have given to us, your distinguished colleagues, you have given to us your achievements in the last few years that you've been in charge of infrastructure in Ekiti State. Like you rightly pointed out, you did fantastically well while you were steering the affairs of the ministry that you were in charge. I want to use the opportunity to thank you for Ekiti East electricity, but in my constituency, we're having major issue. Elisha, I have a constituency that consists of 9 communities. So about 5 of these communities are not having light at all. Elisha, Ekwaromi, Eda, and the other one. I know this is not the time to ask you a question, but I want you to put, like you say, you are not too sure if you're going to Minister of Women Affairs, but I'm sure the governor is going to put the right respect in the right place. So in case you are given the opportunity to be there again, please can you be reminded that Elisha and others need to be taken care of. Thank you very much.
Honorable Dele Ogushaki.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I am Oladele Ogushaki. I represent the good people of Ekiti East Constituency 1, which comprises of Spodi and Omekiti. The Honorable Commissioner, you're welcome back on board. I want to thank you for what you have done in the last quarters as a commissioner. I want to ask, because right now there's light in my constituency, but the only thing is that we don't have adequate supply because it's on rotational basis. Sometimes we will have it in a week, and the other time, the whole week, we don't have it. And I haven't observed the level of this, the flow, because it's not flowing well the way the people are expecting it. I want to ask, what do you have in take this time around to improve electricity to that constituency? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, dear colleagues. Once again, good afternoon. Esteemed Professor, once more, you are welcome. My name is Honorable Femi Olanrewaju Akindele. I represent the entire celestial and terrestrial bodies of Report Environment Constituency 1. Right Honorable Speaker, I decided not to raise my hand first because my name has been mentioned in this document. Everything I'm going to say today will be in a biased form. However, I will still try to maintain my neutrality as possible, as much as possible. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to adopt everything that has been said from Honorable Idowu to Honorable Akanle and Honorable Ogushaki, save for the specifics of mentioning towns. Every accolade, everything that has been said about Prof, I adopted that, save for the mentioning of name of town. Right Honorable Speaker, the man before us, I want to say, as the chairman of House Committee on Infrastructure and Public Utilities, that this man has given his best to Ekiti State. And I want to say, not only that, despite his age, like Honorable Idowu opined, observed, despite his age, he has been responsive. He has been responsive, I can say that here, to all matters that has been brought before him, before now. And the only thing I can say, while quoting His Excellency Barrister Iola, the former Deputy Governor of Oyo State, when he said, democracy is indeed the sharing of what can never be enough. Just like the economists will say that human wants are unlimited, and there is nobody that can meet it. There is no commissioner that can meet the requirement and the request of all communities.
Honorable Femi, if I can get you rightly, is that Professor Bolaji Aluko, as a commissioner, when he was, before that break also, actually performed well. And from what he has stated in his CV before us, and quoting Mr. Governor during the State of the State address before this House, which we have even not, nobody has denied those facts stated, that we can say of a fact that he has performed excellently well. And I think what you are trying to say, because I can read you, is that we should even allow professors to just take a bow and go, having done so well. If those in favor say aye, those against say nay. The high have it. Prof, please take a bow and go. Yes, thank you very much. Leader of the House. Leader of the House.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my dear colleagues. The next person on our item, that's Mr. Ajobiwe Kolawole Kehinde. Mr. Ajobiwe Kolawole Kehinde.
Sayadata, can you bring in Mr. Ajobiwe?
Right, Honorable Speaker, my dear colleagues, we have before us this afternoon Mr. Ajobiwe Kolawole Kehinde, who is a commissioner nominee. Mr. Speaker, I hand him over to you.
Thank you very much. I'm also aware that Mr. Ajobiwe Kehinde Kolawole, popularly called KK, has also been screened at a time by this House, had his nomination confirmed. And Mr. Governor, relying on our confirmation, posted him to the Ministry of Transportation, and where he worked until the dissolution of ESCO. So we may not have issue again with his educational background, his personal data, or career, whatever. The only area we want him to speak to us, well, confirm to us if you are still the same Mr. Ajobiwe Kolawole that was screened earlier, and also tell us what you did as a commissioner, and if there's any question, then we can put that across to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, my name still remains Ajobiwe Kehinde Kolawole, though at times they write it as Ajobiwe Kolawole Kehinde, but either Ajobiwe Kehinde Kolawole or Ajobiwe Kolawole Kehinde, I am still the one. So thank you, Mr. Speaker. By the special grace of God, Mr. Speaker, and the members of this Honorable House of Assembly members, my time as a Commissioner for Transportation in Ekiti State for 2 years, I really appreciate God for what He did. First and foremost, it gladdens my heart, sir, that what some naysayers believe that it can happen in Ekiti, what some negative people, minded people believe it can happen in Ekiti State. But within the 2 years of my commissioner and Minister of Transportation, we were able to achieve it. And that is the completion and the commencement of operation of Ekiti State Agro-Allied International Cargo Airport. Mr. Speaker, at this junction, I can't but appreciate this House sincerely for their support, for their understanding, for their cooperation, particularly the Committee on Transportation. And I will seek your indulgence, sir. I have to give that committee a special bow. They have been so fantastic, sir. They gave me every necessary support. If you are aware, sir, December last year, the NCAA gave us approval for non-scheduled flight. After 6 months, by the special grace of God, we were given approval again for scheduled flight from 4th of October this year. And I must tell you, sir, by the grace of God, next week, Wednesday, December 10, we are inaugurating our first scheduled flight in Ekiti State. Ekiti State, in a collaboration with United Nigeria Airlines. So we'll be operating from Lagos to Ado to Abuja at a favorable price. That saves us the energy of going to Akure each time we want to board a plane. Fortunately, the road leading to the airport, which we believe is not in good shape, has been awarded by the federal government. So easily, within other few minutes, we are at the Ekiti State International Airport as we are embarking our journey. And to tell you, sirs, like I said, with the cooperation of these honorable members, we've surpassed many of the airports that we met on ground. As I am talking to you, a facility like a conveyance belt is there at the airport, which we couldn't find even in Akure. And by the special cooperation of these honorable members too, our IILS, that is Instrument Landing System, we are bringing it to the airport. This will enable us to fly in the day and in the night. Not only that one.
Sorry, let me interject you, sir, because I know you want to speak more on this airport. And I can see that you are fulfilled. You are happy about the airport.
Yeah.
I have, because I'm a bit, you see, I always love to introspect. The commencement, when this project was initiated, a lot of people raised their voice against it when it was initiated. I just want to, because the area I'm interested in is, do you think the initiation of this project, do you see it as something important to Ekiti State development? This particular project will represent the people here, and we speak from the people now, and as government, even though we are government together, but in the executive. You recall that when Dr. Fayemi actually initiated this, some people raised their voice against it. But as somebody in the executive, how will you convince the people that this project is actually a laudable project? That's the area I want to see.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. As we all know, this airport is serving a dual purpose. and that's the commercial aspect of it and the cargo aspect of it. As we all know, Ekiti State is an agrarian state. For us to produce and export our goods, Mr. Speaker, is the best thing for Ekiti State. Aside the revenue that we generate for Ekiti in particular, then it will lead to the development of Ekiti State. Now, even our farmers will love to even plant more since they know that their products will be transported and exported. For sure, they will have more money, even in their own pockets too. And it has opened Ekiti to the whole world, to the whole world. And Mr. Speaker, thank God for our leaders that have foresight. Ekiti State cannot be in the same level, all the years. We can't be expecting Ekiti State to remain stagnant for years. No, we have to open it. Sir, the airport, to me, is for good of Ekiti State. And it will serve us even better. Let me say this, Mr. Speaker. Before we now do our own airport, many of the passengers that are, passing through Akure to Abuja, they are mainly from Ekiti State. To be sincere. So if you have our own airport, then it's of benefit to us in Ekiti State. So, sir, it is a good thing, a good project for we as state, indigents of this Ekiti State. Many even of us that are afraid of these roads because of this insecurity, you can see that easily they can take place and land in Ekiti without any stress.
Sorry, I want to put you on the spot now. Yeah. I'm sorry. Can you say that project has been totally completed?
I can say that, sir. Sincerely.
Get this question right, sir.
At least
that flights can come in and go out.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Does not mean it has been completely completed.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, before we were given a scheduled flight, before we were given the approval, the airlines, the NCAA and all other the aviation authority, they were here to satisfy that airport. In fact, times without number, 3-4 times they were here. So, and finally, after discovering that we are ready, sincerely, they now approve it. So the approval, to tell you the truth, still covered till April next year. So they are giving us some things, to adjust to before they can also, okay, finally.
Well, maybe you don't know why I said that. Yeah. I've traveled by the grace of God. I've traveled across continents of the world. And I've also realized that no airport project has ever been completed.
Yeah. It's a continuous something.
I realized that even not ITRO. All projects, when it comes to airport, is an ongoing concern. And why do I raise that? There has been some views out there that the project was commissioned at a stage when you don't have flights. So I believe that because you are the commissioner in charge of that, you should be able to address what this means. That airport projects are done in phases. And I think we need to educate our people. Now, runway was done, the terminal was built, commissioned. Then there are other things require tower and fire services and the rest of it. The conveyor belt that you have mentioned, all those now has been completed. ILS that you just mentioned is about almost done. Now, even ILS is not yet completed, but we can fly in the day. Yeah. By the time ILS is completed, we can equally commission that, because that will allow 24 hours and flight operation, and that in even extreme weather, planes can still fly with ILS. That means that is another phase. And I think that is why I just want that from you, so that we can educate ourselves on this project. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Phase 1 was commissioned then, just like we said, And by the time we are bringing it, our request for the next one, we target phase 2. And this is where we are now. So this phase 2 is now completed. And that is why we are now inaugurating the scheduled flight next week. For sure, after that one, okay, by the time we get our ILS, we can say we want to commission it again. So it's in phases. Look, when I asked the AVM then, who happens to be our technical director, advisor, he said there's no way we can finish the work of airport. Finally, that we always be coming for request after
exactly request. What I'm driving on at. And more so, this is a cargo airport. I believe there are other things that we still have to be built, particularly for cargo. Yeah. And that you also commission. Yes, and I must give kudos to you and to the government of Ekiti State. I was in Akure just this Sunday airport, and I just realized that the terminal, what do you call it? The terminal.
The arrival and departure
has been on, the building of that terminal has been on for over 20 years. Maybe now nearing completion. And for Ekiti, to have been able to build a terminal within how many years? And we have it in place. The runway, I am aware that the runway is about 3.6? 3.2 kilometers, the wide, yeah. And the stretch is, of course, each time I'm there, I have saw plane moving. Halfway they take off, meaning that it's one of the best runway that we have around here in Nigeria. I think kudos must be given. And to you, sir, what will you say about continuity of government in Ekiti State?
When we are talking of continuity of government in Ekiti State, we are talking of continuity of good things. We are talking of continuity of good projects. We are talking of continuity of good ideas. It pays us. For instance, if it's another government that take over this, maybe, God forbid, this project will have been abandoned. But because of continuity, then the successor has to start from where his predecessor stops. That is the beauty of continuity.
And when that government now taking over from his own government, then you can now say it's going to be what?
Continuity galore. Progress galore.
Thank you very
much. Success galore.
Thank you very much. Any other question for him? Or yes, Chairman.
Right, Honorable Speaker, dear colleagues, my name is Honorable Tony Kende Adaramudu, representing the good people of Ekiti Southwest Constituency 1. I can attest to what Mr. Ajobewe has just said. He has done a great job when he was the Commissioner for Transport. He did his best, and which we can see today. Going through the airport, we've seen the good work he has done with the help of AVM Makinde and your able peers and other colleagues that work with you. Right, Honorable Speaker, Mr. Ajobewe has done a very good job. Not only that, in transport section, I need to tell you this, that probably you have to, if you find yourself in the Ministry of Transport again, you have to put more effort on signage on the road. It's no more under Ministry of Works. It's under Ministry of Transport. So if you find yourself in Ministry of Transport again, please ensure that after construction of the road, you have to put road signs, you have to put signage, because a lot of accidents are happening nowadays on our road because the road is very good. So people are speeding. So you have to put that one in mind.
Road furniture.
Yes. Right Honorable Speaker, I will crave your indulgence that we give him speedy acceleration to clear him. Thank you.
Speedy acceleration and what?
To clear him.
Thank you very much. Honorable Tokpe Ademola Loge. Right Honorable Akeem Jamiu, can you please approach the chair?
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Longe Temitope Ademola, and I represent the good people of Oye Constituency 1, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, with profound respect, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to speak about the commissioner nominee standing before you, KK Ajobiewe. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to tell you with very profound respect that Ajobiewe is a round peg in a round hole. Like you noticed, like we all know in this assembly, we are not one that is given to frivolities. We are not one that is given to praise singing. As a matter of fact, we are very economical with praising people. But within the ambits of the law, and within the ambits of the resources available to you, we have been able to do well in that ministry. And I must say for a fact that your ability to superintend over the completion, seeing to the completion of that airport is actually a plus for you. And why did I say that? That airport has not only been able to project your ministry in good light, that you are capable, that you have capacity, that you have competence, that you have men, materials, and machines to deliver. And I must say this without fear of equivocation, done well in that ministry. That airport definitely opened up Ekiti State to a lot of opportunities and privileges. As a matter of fact, I believe that that airport, in the course of time, in due season, with the level of infrastructures in that airport, we have been there a couple of times. We have also conducted oversight there a couple of times, and we have seen that with level of infrastructures and state-of-the-art and modern equipment in that airport, we believe that it will definitely attract more investors to Ekiti State. And not only that, it will also dwarf other airports around, because I'm convinced beyond reasonable doubt that people traveling from adjoining states will prefer to fly. Just like Mr. Speaker has noted the other time, that the reward of hard work is definitely more work. We will also urge you to continue to do your best in line with the shared prosperity mantra of Mr. Governor. Thank you, and God bless.
I think Mr. Ajobewe will adopt everything you have said as his own to buttress his achievement. You are welcome. Thank you, Honorable Tokwe. Yes, I'm going to call you, sir, but I'm coming. Honorable Odebumi, are you still asking or not? You signified the other time. Oh, you are okay. All right. Then I call on Right Honorable Akeem Jamiu.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I'm Right Honorable Akeem Jamiu. I represent the good people of Record Federal Constituency 2. I adopt all they have said about the commissioner nominee, especially about our international airport, which is our pride. And like I have read, and that is confirming now that we soon start commercial flights December 10. That's fine. But I want you to know that, distinguished colleagues, it's not only the airport that is under him. It's Commissioner for Transport. I want to raise an observation. You have done well, pass to the airport and co. But there's one area which, because we should, if we are here, we should be able to cover everything and point out not only places where we need to point our attention to why you we're in office, we need to do that. The incident of people not obeying traffic lights, very bad in these states. Even it cuts across, not only Okada people, even private car owners. We know as a house, we have a law against traffic offense. But is this law being followed? Is your duty of your ministry to enforce? Who is enforcing? I think Ekiti State Transport is under you. They don't, all they do is to hide in a corner and just ambush people. They don't do the job very well. If private car owners, you will stop at red lights, they will be honking their horns that please move, beat the lights. That is not who we are in Ekiti. We go to other states. Can they do that in Lagos? So please, if you find yourself there again, this is an area I think you should look at. And if possible, set up a task force. If you need the backing of the house to do that, please, we are ready to support you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That is an encouragement and like a word of advice. You can respond if there is anything you want to say later. Honorable Babatunde Ido.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Distinguished colleagues, I am Honorable Tunde Idowu. I represent Ikere Constituency 2. Yeah, I also want to thank Mr. Governor for representing Pastor Ajobi Ewe again as a commissioner nominee. I want to also support.
Well, he has not introduced us as Pastor Ajobi Ewe. He only introduced us as Ajobi Ewe.
Ajobi Ewe. Yeah, I know him to be a pastor. And I want to support all that my colleagues has earlier submitted. And I want to say that what Right Honorable Hakeem Jamiu said recently is one of those things I will have raised. It's better still, I want to say he has addressed one area of the traffic, obeying the traffic light. Another area is this issue of Okada riders. There was a program going on, enumeration program. You are in this reflective jacket for us to know the authentic Okada rider. A lot of atrocity are being performed by these Okada rider people. Very many what do I call them? Don't let me call them names that may trigger some issues. People that are the evildoers, they hide under this Okada rider this thing and perpetrate their evil. So there are a lot of foreigners who are not supposed to be in Ekiti State. In fact, very many kidnappers and some other people we cannot identify as hide themselves under this riding Okada. So that time, there was a time I spoke with you. You said the process is ongoing, that they will have to give all of regional numbers, identification numbers that will reflect in their reflective target, so that even if you see them from distance, you to know this number was the one that was there and there. So this thing you could not finish. I didn't know. I don't know what has happened. But now that I don't know. Maybe you are still going to that ministry. But if prevention you find yourself there, please ensure that process, become that process again and complete it on time, so that we'll be able to know. And I want to warn that the influx of all these Northerners and Niger people coming down to Ekiti for Okada riding is becoming alarming. We have our people that can ride Okada there. Checkmate them before they take over Ekiti from us. They are the one riding recklessly, causing accidents almost every day on our roads. You have to do something about all these things. So as much as I congratulate you that you are nominated again, I also pray that the House, by the mercy of the leader, the Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, will find a way of, confirming you again, as I wish. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Yes, Honorable Dele Ogushaki.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues. I am Oladile Ogushaki. I represent the good people of Ekiti East Constituency 1. I want to appreciate all the other members who have made one comment or the other about the Honorable Commissioner, former Honorable Commissioner for Transport, in person of KK Ajubewe. We are proud of him in Ekiti East local government, and we are grateful to Mr. Governor for choosing him again to be among the commissioner nominees. During his tenure as a commissioner within the 2 years, he has contributed a lot to the development of Ekiti State. In terms of traffic management, we all witnessed how the traffic used to be in the state in the year past. But during his tenure as a commissioner for transport, he has been able to manage through so many policies to reduce congestions in Ado, for instance, and also by improving appropriate road infrastructure. These are part of his achievement. Ekiti people have been able to enhance social services, improve road network to different places. Citizens of Ekiti State can access essential services such as school and healthcare facilities. He has also served as a bridge between the government and the various road transport unions in Ekiti State. Gone are the days in Ekiti State where we'll be having union driver fighting, killing each other. But during his tenure, there's a lot of improvement on this area. He has been a bridge between the government and also between the people in Ekiti State. These are some of the achievements that we are proud of. The construction of ring road is still under his ministry, and that is a big achievement in Ekiti State. It's the fund of its kind that we'll be having such projects in Ekiti State under his ministry, and a lot under infrastructure development within Ekiti State. The airport is one of the key things that we are looking at, and we know that by the grace of God, if he comes back as Commissioner for Transport, he will also do better. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You can't do less than that to also speak for your constituents. So I understand you. Know that what you have said is out of place. We have listened to you and we have heard you. We will take that at the appropriate time. Yes, Honorable Commissioner nominee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Really, I was thinking that that one mentioned by my own house member will not be. I've wanted to protest that you can't even praise the commissioner for the peace that we're enjoying among all the transport unions in Ekiti State. Gone are those days where we'll be hearing shooting here and there, transport unions fighting, but today they have become one member of the same family. They are uniting, they are playing together, working together peacefully. Kudos to Mr. Governor, kudos to the Minister of Transportation on this. So I appreciate my own Honorable Ogushaki. Yes, sir. To the observation raised by my Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I happen to be a victim of this breaking of light rules, traffic rules, because that was sometimes last year. The guy was trying to beat the light, and the light has already passed me, so I moved. Before I know it, he bashed my car. It was so terrible. So I don't even know. Before I even become commissioner, so I don't even know that I would become one and be posted to that ministry. So as soon as I got there, we are working on a proposal, sir. And I want to believe, even though if I are posted back to that place or any other area, people there will still work on that thing. And that is, we call it a plate number detector. So there will be a camera that will be put there. Even without any of our men there, if you beat the light, the camera will capture your plate number automatically. So I will be fished out You can even sit down in your house when your message will come in. There will be a penalty for it. So anytime, any day. And you know how people, they don't like paying money. So by so doing, they'll be very careful in this. Because apart from endangering your own life, you are endangering the lives of even other people or road users. So we are working on that before I left the office, and I will make sure, either I'm there or not, they will pursue it to logical conclusion, sir. Then about this reflective jacket to you. Thank you very much, my honorable. You know, what we experienced last year when some people were using Okada to, perpetrate evil. That was when we come about this thing. That, okay, what do we do? With the meeting with all the security agencies, so we now said, okay, let's produce a reflective jacket. Aside that, let's get all the Okada riders enumerated. We want to know their family members, where they live, their next of kin, everything. So, and that is what we are doing. Before I left the office, I know we are going to pursue that thing because we've already produced the reflective jackets. A number will be at the back of that reflective jacket. And at the same time, there will be a security feature at the back of that reflective jacket. A code where you can use your phone to scan that code. As soon as you scan that code, the information about the rider will come up. House, where he lives, his name, his passport, his picture. So even though if it's another person that is now riding that Okada, putting on that reflective jacket, you will surely know that, no, this is a fake person. He's using another man's reflective jacket. And we have been warning them before we begin to distribute the reflective jacket to them that don't share your reflective jacket with another person. If that person uses your reflective jacket to go and steal, it is you. They will come and arrest. Because we scan that number in our system and to bring out the person that registered that reflective jacket and that Okada. So we are working on this, and I will make sure. As at last week, I was still with my PS discussing this issue, that how far, and they said they are working on it. If peradventure I get myself there again, for sure. In fact, before this year runs out, we must make sure we conclude this matter, because for the protection of lives of our people, for ourselves. Because as we have said, many of these people from nowhere, they are just coming in. Under these guys of bringing animals, they will bring hide Okada under. And they will come and begin. Either they even learn it. Some people don't even learn it. I was hearing, a program on Okada riders or something last year, and they said that Okada man said in Hausa, his friend asked him, where did you started? Climbing Okada, riding Okada. When you don't even know it, he now said in Hausa, he said, by the time I kill 3 people, I will know how to ride it. So we are also worried about it.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner.
Thank you very much, sir.
You have done well today. Dear colleagues, I think we should allow the commissioner nominee to take a bow and go. Those in favor say aye. Those against say the ayes have it. Please take a bow and go. Leader of the House.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Tomorrow, you will list the reports and this motion as our first on the order of the day.
Okay.
I think we should go and rest now.
Right, Honorable Speaker.
I think we have to stand down. We will take the reports and all the reports and the motion first tomorrow. The screening will follow after. Meaning that we should stand down other items on our
other paper. But permit me, Right Honorable Speaker, to request of the House, seek the leave of the House that we should increase the number of our commissioner nominees so that we can reschedule for other programs we have for next week, so that we can finish screening of commissioners this week.
Well, that's a motion that we should increase the number of nominees for screening from 4. No, we should increase. Just leave it open. Because of other matters, legislative matters that we have to attend to next week. Any seconder to that? Yes, Honorable. All right, Honorable Ogushaki.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I am Oladele Ogushaki. I represent the good people of Ekiti East Constituency 1. I write to second the motion moved by the leader of the House that we should increase the number of the commissioner nominees so that we can meet up with other tasks.
For screening?
For screening.
Okay.
I so second. Thank you.
Those in favor that this House increase the number of commissioner nominees from 4 to as many as possible from tomorrow, so that we can complete the screening this week or probably on Monday next week. Those in favor say aye. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Leader of the House, move the motion for adjournment.
Thank you, Right
Item 2, 3, 4, stand down. Thank you.
Thank you, Right Speaker. Having said down items 2, 3, 4, which means we have exhausted the items for today's plenary sitting. The last item being adjournment, I want to move the motion that this House adjourns until tomorrow, Wednesday, 4th of December 2025. I so move.
Tomorrow is 3rd.
3rd of December 2025.
Thank you. I know you are rushing to December 25. We will soon get there. Yes. Any seconder? All right. Honorable Babatunde Abiodun Faweku.
Thank you. Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I am Babatunde Abiodun Faweku. I represent Idosi Constituency 1. I rise to second the motion as moved by the leader of government business that this House do adjourn till tomorrow, 3rd of December 2025. So I second.
Under motion for adjournment, leader of the House, please ensure that at least 8 nominees were informed against tomorrow. Either we can take all of them or not, but let 8 of them be prepared for tomorrow. And I put the question that those in favor that this are adjourned to tomorrow, 3rd day of December 2025, say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The House arise.